Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Across the Lawn. Today I'm here with Wes Jessup, the Executive Director for the Museum of Art and Culture here in Spokane, and we'll be asking him some questions. So first, Wes, can you tell us about your responsibilities at the MAC?
Yeah, so I'm the Executive Director there, so I'm in charge of overseeing the budget. We have about an $8 to $9 million budget, over 50 staff people, and I oversee the exhibitions and the programs. And I oversee kind of the campus. We have a 5-acre campus and 100,000 square feet. So a lot going on.
And as an art history major, did you envision your path leading you to the museum industry?
Yeah, I mean, when you major in art history, you got to think, well, what are you going to do with that major, right? So there's kind of limited options, and museum work is one of them. I did my junior year abroad in Florence, Italy, and I thought, in Florence, you go to all these amazing museums. So I thought, man, working in a museum would be amazing. So that's how I ended up there. Yeah.
And can you tell us about how your time spent in New York at the Guggenheim helped prepare you for your role here at the MAC?
Yeah, so at the Guggenheim, I focused a lot on developing exhibitions, very large exhibitions that traveled internationally. So I worked on all aspects of getting those organized with curators and registrars, other museum staff at museums across the world, actually. And so it really helped, like in my role here, as we develop large exhibitions that travel. It's helped to put those together and to manage staff that do that as well. So we have a pretty good team now that focuses on that.
Yeah, and can you tell us about the process of selecting and creating an exhibition?
Yeah, so the museum is focused a lot on regional art and history and Native American cultures and material culture. And so we focus on developing exhibitions with that content. At the same time, we take exhibitions that from other museums or other organizations that kind of bring the world to Spokane, so to speak. There's not a lot of museums in Spokane, so we really are serious about making sure that people that might not be able to get out of Spokane have opportunities to see content, right?
Yeah.
That might come from Europe or New York or other places. So we're very serious about that, yeah.
Yeah, and is there maybe anything upcoming that you're especially excited about this year for the MAC?
Yeah, so like one of the shows we're bringing is from Italy, and it's an exhibition of medieval armor and arms, and medieval and Renaissance arms and armor. And I don't think a show like that has ever been done here before.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about that, yeah.
And how can people in the community best support the MAC?
Yeah, so one of the ways you can support the MAC is by becoming a member. A membership for a student is something like $45 or $50. A family membership is something like $75 or $80. So that gets you into the museum for free for a year. It gets you invited to a lot of special events, and that's money that supports our operation. I think right now we have around 4,000 members, so that's one way to support us.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
My name is Colin Brennan, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Across the Lawn.